Hello and welcome, it's me Rene again from ZSK, and in this video I would like to show you how to repeat designs. Repeat designs we use quite often on big frames like a border frame or a big wooden frame, however, and you want to put patches on it. These patches can be cut out by a scissors, whatever, or you just want to have it, a lot of them, to give it away. And to do so, we have here on our control panel on the left side a button called Design Repetition. You will find it here on L7. If I press the button L7, we do have actually three possibilities here inside. One is automatic creation of a new design table. Everything will be done automatically. Then the other one is manual creation. This is a little bit more difficult, but anyway I will show you how to do it. And the last one is to edit an existing one. As I said, we will start now with the automatic creation of a design table. And in this case, you can choose the left button as well as the right button. This doesn't matter at all. Simply take it. And after that, he's asking you basically what kind of design you want to repeat. We are now in a memory, and I will say, show me the pictograms, and I will use now my particular design, which I want to have it. Maybe we take here the Brazil flag and I confirm it with select design. Here we are. On the right side top you see the icon from the logo, what we want to do, and this what you see here, the blue frame, simulate actually your border frame or the hoop. And in this case you have to tell him in millimeter how big it is. I do have here now on the frame, it is 300 millimeter in the width as well as 300 millimeter in the depth. And if you want to change it, simply use the numbers here below. I can tell him now I want to have 350 in the width, and the tabulator key goes to the next one automatically. If you want to go back, you use simply Shift and tabulator and you are back. This is backwards and this is forward. So plus make sure that the size what you give in here, the values are equal with your frame size, otherwise of course you will have a problem. Maybe you even kill the machine, means you break the clinker. In this case I will tell him also I would have 350 millimeter in the depth, and when I press the tab key he's asking me how much distance you want to have from the top inside, just to make sure that the pressure foot will not hit the frame. In this case I have 10 millimeter. This is about this size. This is quite nice. I keep it and go with the tab key to the next one. Now from the bottom inside, how much? Also 10 millimeter. Nice. Then from the left side, yes, maybe I like to have 11 just in case. And on the right side also I would like to have 11. If I use now again the tabulator key, it goes here inside and is asking me the gap in between the columns. How much space you want to have in between the badges in the column. It is 5 millimeter. You have to decide it by yourself how much space you need actually for the scissors to get through and to cut it out. I think 5 millimeter is quite nice. I use then the tabulator key once again and give him now the space between the lines. It's also 5 millimeter. If this is done, simply you confirm with continue. Don't use previous please, otherwise all settings are gone. So we say continue. And we see now here our arrangements which we can do, and the first of it is the type of filling. Here you can tell him how should the badges are done, from the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. I will show you simply by pressing the button here on the right side, and here you have the possibilities. The first one, as I said, is from the top to the bottom, like an S, he will fill the frame. The other one here is from the bottom to the top. Then we have rows, actually columns from the top to the bottom, columns from the bottom to the top, and lines. In my case this one is quite nice. I like it like this. It doesn't matter at all, so I just select it once again and I got it. The second function called divide remaining embroidery field. This one I would like to show you a little bit later. At the moment it makes no sense. That's why we go to the next one. It's the starting needle. Here you tell him the start needle of the repeat table. In my case it's starting needle number 1, and Underneath we have the possibility to say how much designs do you want to repeat. If you see here now we do have 9,999. Of course it will not do this. It will take as much as possible in the frame. But if you want to change it, maybe you just need 10. You give in please here 10 by selecting the button and you tell him I want to have only 10. So let's check what will happen. I say continue and then you got an overview. So you see I have now 10 flags in one line. Okay, this is not what I want. I go back with previous and change it once again. Here I tell him I want to have now 9,999, the maximum value which is possible. And you see here a button called Design Table Home. That means if the check is on, if it is confirmed, the start point will not be on the first design. The start point will be exactly in the center of the repeated design. Okay? All right. Let's go again with continue to the next page. And now we see, oh, we have a lot of flags. I can do in this frame 150 Brazil flags inside. If you say save, then it will be saved. And I want to show you what will happen then. If I say save, it's asking me the design number. And in this case, we don't have anymore a Z as an extension. It's a W. And W means always it's a repeated table design, so that you will find it also easier later on in your directory. You can give a name if you want to, and I just call it now B for Brazil and T for the table or repeat design, however. And confirm with OK, and confirm once again, and it's done. It saves it now in the directory. I will take again automatic creation of a new design table. Press the button. I'm looking for my Brazil flag, which is here below. I know, here it is, and select the design. Fortunately, he keep the settings, so I have not to do it again, and just say continue. And I would like to show you what this means, dividing remaining embroidery field. Basically, we said we do have in the columns and the lines 5 millimeters, but if you have some left over, you can tell him use it. And if I say no continue, I got maybe more space in between the flags. He's using now the whole field as possible. Just that you know this too. Now I can also override it if I want to, but in this case it's not necessary. We go out with previous and I just close it. The next one what I would like to show you is the manual one. The manual one is not so easy. You have to make sure where you want to place it in the frame or in the hoop. This is quite important. You need even to know the size of your design, otherwise you have no chance. Anyway, I would like to show you how it is. It is here again in repeated design, and we will find it here. It's called manual creation of new design table. If I select this, I will get now a line. This is the first repetition line, you have to imagine. Simply number 1. And now I will go to the next one. It's called the design with the tabulator key. And you see there are question marks because you don't know which design you want to have. I have here on the bottom the possibility to get into our directory, use new design from memory, and I will do this. Here we are, and I'm looking now for a particular design. Checking quickly what we take. I take here now the ZSK logo and select it. We got it, you see it here on top. This is the design number, by the way. You can also type it in if you know the number. And then you use again the tab key, and he's asking me now how much repetition you want to have from the logo. I will tell him I want to have 5. 5 times I want to repeat it. Then we go to the next. This little arrow shows me or asking me, do you want to copy it to the right side? Do you want to copy it to the left side? To change it, you have here the chance with these 2 buttons. I don't want to, so I go further on with the tab key. This is the path, actually the distance between the logos for the vertical position, but in my case, as I said, it's not interesting for me. I would like to copy it up, and the arrow is already up, as you can see. And this is fine, and I want to give now the space in between. Well, fortunately, I know how big the design is. That's why I will not have any overlap, whatever. It does have 25 millimeter, and I want to have, in this case, 300 increments, which is 30 millimeters. With the tab key, we come to the next, and he's asking what is the starting needle of it. It's needle number 1, as it is in the design. Perfect. I have not to change it. The next one is the direction. You are able to rotate the design. These are degrees. So if I say 45 degrees, for instance, then the design is 45 degrees, set it. I show you what will happen. We go to the last one. Here I do have the possibility to say mirror the design or don't. The buttons are here below. If you have the line, it means not mirroring. And if I use that one with the 2 arrows, means mirror design. Okay? I don't want to mirror, of course not. And in this case, I say continue, and we will see what will happen. You see now that my logos are 45 degrees rotated and repeated 5 times. He's asking me, do you want to save it? No, I don't want. We go back with previous. Here I am able to change once again. I go through with the tab key to the position where the angle is. Sorry, I went one too far, and say 0 degree. I would like to show you what happened now. Continue, and you will see my logos are now straight as it should be. Still, I'm not finished. Basically, because of any reason, I want to make with my logo, let's say, a rectangle. Yeah, I want to have 5 up, maybe 3 to the right side, 5 down, and 3 to the left side. How to do? Previous. The first line is now finished. I need now a second line to go to the right side. How to do? You have here a button called copy row. Okay, I press copy row. We got now a second line, as you can see, with the same design. You are able to use, in this case, also another design if you want to. In my case, I don't want to. I let it be as it is. And I want to repeat not 5 times. I want to repeat only 4 times. Okay? And I want to move it to the right. This is correct. The arrow shows me to the right. And the space is also, in this case, 300 increments. And I don't want to copy it up. That means here I have to say 0. All right. Let's check what will happen. We say continue. And this is now the result. We have now 5 up and 4 to the right side. Almost finished. Previous. We go down and we have to insert another line, pressing the button U1. Same design, this is okay. Now I need a repetition 5 to go down. I don't want to use the X path, that means the horizontal one, so I press 0. Don't make any movement, but I want to go down. And you see the arrow shows me up. So I use now the button down, it changes. And I want to go down 300 increments, 300. We check once again by pressing the continue button. You always have then an overview. Oh, I did a mistake, 1 is too much. Previous, no problem. We go to the third line, tabulator key to this position, tell him only 4. Checking again, now it's correct. Now I miss here 3 pieces. You see 3 logos actually. All right, this is my last one. And in this case, I will go now to the last line, insert another one by pressing U1. And we go again here. Then I have to copy now 3 parts of it, tell him 3. And I would like to copy it to the left side. I use the arrow to the left. Tell him I want to have 300 increments. And I don't want to copy it vertical, up and down. Just make here a 0 and continue. Now you see, this is now my repeated design, and can be sometimes quite interesting if you want to do it. Maybe you have something in the middle, maybe whatever it is, and this is the possibility for the manual configuration. If I say save, it's the same way. You give a name. I call it now ZSK, that I will find it later on, and confirm again, and it's saved. With edit existing design table, you are able to edit those. And you see now in the directory these two which we have done. With the picto button, you can see even my design, and the number underneath means how many designs are repeated in this design. Here we do have 150 and on the other side only 16. Okay, if I select it, it will load it, you see, as it was before, and I'm able to change everything what I want. So basically we are done. I hope it is quite interesting for you, and for sure it is useful, and thank you for listening. Bye bye, see you next time.